Hello.
And welcome to Film Bastards.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to episode 614 of Film Bastards. I am one of your co-hosts, Mark, and as ever, I am joined by...
Becky, hello everybody.
And...
Ian, hello.
And what have we got? What have we got? We're finally going to the Bone Temple. Is what we're doing. We're going back to the Bone Temple, and we're going to get ripped with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and other people that are there, and a lot of very Joe Carnahan-y soundtracky noises there. And yeah, it's been like 10 days I think since we last recorded. So you know we've got some what we've been watching. I know we've got some, haven't we, Bex?
Yes.
And there's been a few trailers. There's been another trailer for Avengers that people don't care about, and you know other bits and bats have happened. So yeah, you can listen to my friend shows. We're a Pod Syndicate podcast, so you can listen to my friend shows. Rewatch Project, Changework versus Punter, Entertainment Land, and other ones. But like I always say, just finish listening to us first because it's pretty damn good. Let's get straight into it. Let's get into the trailers. Let's do this shit. Like fucking champing along. Let's go. Ian, did you watch the latest dull as fuck Avengers trailer?
Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if people forgot who the fuck Shuri actually is at this point.
Yeah,
I love that it says the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four will be back, and not Black Panther and the Fantastic Four will be back.
And it's a little bit like, right, so first one was Steve Rogers will be back. Next one was Thor. And then it was the fucking X-Men. And now it's just these fucking bums.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the 4, wasn't it? That they were doing the big 4. And then there'll be like a big full proper trailer, I'm guessing, around Super Bowl time. Yeah. Hopefully that might actually be in any way interesting. Because fucking, like, the Wakandans shaking hands with one of the Fantastic Four and then going, they'll be back. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you're not... It's staggering how kind of people are reacting to this with such a shrug of, can you just give us a proper trailer?
Yeah. And also, it's the fact that it feels like they're eventising it with these 4, but you've ended it on actually quite a boring one.
Yeah.
Like, I think this and 4 would have been pretty bad to end with. If you'd ended with revealing Chris Evans is back.
Save that one for last, yeah.
Yeah, you know, then that probably would have been something. But I mean, you know, we've already talked about these over the last few weeks. It probably doesn't need like going over again. Just this coming out on the same day as Dune Part 3 feels fucking bananas. And I wouldn't be surprised if by the time it comes out, you've got people generally more up for Dune Part 3. Film fans particularly, maybe not the mainstream, but look, yeah, fucking whatever, let's just have a trailer. But I don't think this strategy has worked.
No, I don't agree. I agree. I think it's just a little bit like you're not where you were 10 years ago. You know, start being a little bit more humble.
Yeah, they torch too much buy-in.
Do you know what isn't a humble trailer?
Go on.
The new trailer for The Bride.
No, it's balls out, innit?
It's the closest one they've gone to. It's a musical, guys. So far.
Should we put some singing in now, but maybe put some dancing in?
We'll put some dancing, and we'll put a song in that unless you know that it's Jessie Buckley, you don't know.
Yeah.
I am a little worried by the theatre school energy.
I love that.
But I you know, because it could go well.
Yeah.
It could be disastrous, but it's a swing, and I didn't realise that Annette Bening was basically playing Igor.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's the thing is about it. It looks like it's going to be like balls out fun, and I think the reason why I'm so up for it is it's. I think it's the casting of Jessie Buckley. I think she's just got such a I don't give a shit energy to her.
Christian Bale having fun is also
Yeah.
quite a nice thing to see on screen. He's quite
That's a good call.
serious chap, isn't he? And him just looking like he's having a fucking whale of a time is great.
But as well, he also is one of those actors who is he's very much like, I am willing to give other people space to just have a fucking great time.
Yeah.
You know, if you go back to look at something like American Hustle that he's in, he's very much kind of like almost takes a step back and goes, "No, this isn't my movie. This is their movie."
His expression, I don't know whether it's just trailer editing or if it's going to follow on in this way in the film, but his expression where she's like, "Bride of Frankenstein? No, just the bride," and he's just like, "Yes."
Yeah. I'm very up for it, but I like I say, the musical thing could either go really well or really badly. I just hope it just goes batshit.
I'm really quite hyped for this. After being quite lukewarm on it throughout, I'm really hyped for this.
I've done this the wrong way around because I've realised all the rest of the trailers that I'm going to speak about are absolute fucking garbage.
Okay. Well done.
Yes.
Great show structuring, Mark. Well done.
Did you guys see? So I talked about the really weird teaser for The Undertone that came out last week, but then the day after we recorded, the trailer came out. Kind of like, a horror film about what seems to be maybe like a haunted podcast.
Yes. I watched the teaser. Didn't watch the actual trailer. Is that what it seems? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so what, did you see the thing where it's like the thing I was talking about,
Yes.
where it's like 2.5 minutes of just like the repeated images and sounds and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. No, this trailer appears to be like there's some fucking sound or something that is doing shit, and this podcast maker is investigating it, and then it conjures something. And it like, I think there's some real possibility here with sound design, which could really mark this out as being something different. So I'm definitely I'm looking forward to that aspect. The trailer is quite A24 horror, to be honest, but we'll see how it goes. It looks like it could be all right.
Nice. So the aptly titled The Dreadful. Did anyone see this?
I mean, I watched it with you, so you know
Yeah.
what I did.
I mean, when it says grindstone before a trailer, you know you're in for an absolute quality level of service. And there's some accents going on there, isn't there?
Yeah, it just...
Go on back, sorry.
I don't know, I don't really even know what to say. It's just so, like, nothingy.
Yeah.
Very bland.
It's this little trend that has existed for like the past, I'd say about 7 or 8 years, I'd say so, of right, let's set things in kind of like in medieval times, or like just before, like in the 17 or 1800s, so we don't actually have to, so we can just film it in a field. So we don't have to spend any budget on anything apart from costumes.
Some do quite well with it though, like the Vavitch.
The Vavitch is very good. There's the occasional one, but for every Vavitch...
And the Vavitch gave us Anya Taylor-Joy, which joy. So.
There are 10,000 The Dreadfuls.
Ones, yeah.
Just
as a sidebar on this though, has anyone seen the picture of her dressed up in a Lara Croft shit?
We are guys, we've seen it.
Okay. Okay, it's just been discussed on
look, it It's interesting because last month they also announced a couple new Tomb Raider games. There's like a brand new one and then a remake of the first one, and people were like commenting. It's like, oh, they're really going back to the old boob forward model of Lara Croft, and like people were kind of like, you know, you had people saying it was regressive and other people saying honka honka. And then you've got this image of Sophie Turner in the really old school Tomb Raider outfit. And I mean, it does feel a bit just, here's some red meat for you shit munchers, go get a boner. And the glasses are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, you know, she's a good-looking lady, is Sophie Turner. So strap her in a Lara Croft costume, and that's a good-looking lady. But it does feel quite, oh fuck, we're doing this then, are we? To me,
Yeah. In a TV series as well.
yeah.
Oh, is it?
Like created by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'll be giving that a hard swerve because I don't like Sophie Turner particularly. And I really don't like Phoebe Waller-Bridge, so I will not be supporting this project.
I just won't watch it because it's a TV show.
Well, yeah.
Even though I'll just say very quickly, Mark, if I did have a TV recommend for you, Donna and I have started watching the Idris Elba show Hijack.
Oh yeah,
Where I mean we're quite enjoying it actually, and the lead terrorist on the plane is your guy Neil Maskell, the lead guy from Kill List.
Oh god, fucking hell! It's been a while since I've seen him.
Yeah, no, exactly, and so, you know, and like Max Beasley's in it as well, shagging Idris Elba's wife and stuff. You know, like it's.
That's why you said that, yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's kind of a mad cast, but honestly, like, yeah, quite enjoying it so far. It was a little bit, how the fuck are they going to string this out for like 8 episodes? But I kind of get how they're going to do it.
Thing is, we occasionally dip in at some TV, don't we, Bex? So might dip in at some point. Do you know what? Probably
it's good disposable stuff. Just very quickly, just while I'm on TV, one thing I wouldn't recommend. I don't think Down Cemetery Road, which is Emma Thompson and Ruth Wilson's Apple TV show.
Oh yeah.
Started strong. We've got 2 episodes left, and I'm really dragging myself to the finish line with it.
In that from like an offshoot of Slow Horses or something like that, or by the same guy.
It's based on a book by the guy who wrote Slow Horses.
Right, and it was something to do with that. And isn't Emma Thompson basically just doing a really like regional accent?
No.
Is she not? I saw a clip of it where I was like, oh, Emma Thompson's doing a regional, is she?
We started watching the
I don't
Adrian
know whether
Brody.
she was like pretend.
Sorry, go.
Sorry, Bex.
No, go on.
I don't know. Maybe there was a clip of it where she's putting on a voice or something. But no, she sounds like Emma Thompson.
No, I was just going to say we started
Anyway.
watching the Adrian Brody Houdini miniseries.
Miniseries, it's 2 episodes.
Yeah, which is odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's really
sounds
fucking
odd.
ripped as Houdini, and I don't understand why.
Because Houdini was quite ripped.
I know, but still, like, as ripped as he was in this, like, I know, like, one of Houdini's, like, big things was he'd let people just punch him in the stomach because he had really strong abs, and it ultimately potentially killed him.
Brody went full, like, I'm going to take this serious, Brody, and, found out what, Houdini's like proper workout program was, and did the same workout program,
Of course he did.
and ate the same things.
Do you know what though? Right, because Brody's always been
Weird.
relatively ripped, hasn't he? Like he does look after himself, but then he's got that head on top of it. It just doesn't work.
Brody's one of those guys where from certain angles you look at him and go, that is a good looking man, and then a little bit like the Javier Bardems. And then from other angles, you look at him and go, "Ooh." And I'm not saying that because of the nose, by the way, anybody. I'm just saying it's one of those where he can look one of 2 ways.
I don't know. I've always had a bit of a weird little thing for Adrian Brody.
Yes, you have, haven't you?
Adrian Brody could fucking get it.
That's fine.
But, just that face on top of that body just doesn't compute for me.
Do you know what could not get it?
I get that.
Do you know what could not get it?
What could not get it?
The film The Bluff could not get it.
Yeah, I really zoned out during this trailer. I can't even remember what the fuck it was. Because it was just shit.
Yeah.
But it is a Prime one, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I would quite like to know what accent Carl Urban thinks he's doing, because I don't know.
Oh, I think he's doing one of those where he's started doing an accent. There's been a slight break in filming for like a week or something like that, and he's come back and completely forgotten the voice he's doing, and so he's just done a different one.
I could buy that.
Yeah, it just with that for Carl Urban on that one, it's very much like he's gone. His agent's gone, right, I've got this film for you both, and he's gone, this sounds crap, and they've gone, it's Prime, and they're going to pay $2 million, and he's gone, yes, go on then. and that's kind of fine, you know. Fair enough.
It makes me sad, though. I like Carl Urban, but...
Yep, but, you know.
He makes some shit.
Boy's got to get paid.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the Amazon Prime one. Oh, sorry, Bex. Sorry, I keep on bloody interrupting you.
No, I was just saying yeah. I was done. I'd said my yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Amazon Prime one that I am looking forward to, even though it's real lizard brain shit. The Wrecking Crew.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Bautista and Momoa as brothers in Hawaii. Yeah, I will watch that for a couple of hours. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that is the sort of thing that streaming services should be like churning out.
100%.
Yeah, that's the sort of shit we need. There looks fun. What else have we got? The Mummy.
Do you know what? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it looks interesting. It looks like they're taking it in a bit of a different direction than just like the Tom Cruise one was shit. They're not going to make a sequel to the proper Mummy movies anytime soon. If they're just making
Which ones?
You know, the Brendan Fraser ones.
I mean, they are.
Well, he said recently that I'm up for it. Have you seen the script? No.
Because what is it? The guys behind the Scream relaunch are writing it at the moment.
Ah, okay, fair play. But still, it's a few years down the line, isn't it, realistically?
Yeah, apparently.
And calling it The Mummy kind of ties it into all these other ones and invites comparisons, but it's a movie about mummies. It looks interesting. I quite like mummies as a bad guy in movies. I'm alright with this one.
Ian.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think I'm a little bit... a report came out shortly before this trailer came out that there was a test screening of this film and James Wan, who's producing it, walked out halfway through, which
That doesn't...
sounds rough. I am a little worried that this is going to turn out to be all atmosphere and no, let's actually have some scares.
Just vibes.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, look, we'll see. I agree with your point, Bax. Like the fact they're going in a very like what seems to be a very different direction. Like that tagline, "What happened to Katie?" being attached to The Mummy film is almost cognitive dissonance.
They'd have been better off though calling it that.
Yeah, but then that doesn't get as many bums on seats in theory, does it?
It doesn't, but you call it The Mummy, people are expecting something else.
I agree. I'm just saying that will have been there. Well, what is it? It's the whole Deliver Me From Nowhere. No, call it Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere thing.
What? Just the fact as well that they've decided to call it Lee Cronin's The Mummy, despite the fact that no fucker knows who Lee Cronin is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think he's directed 2 films, and now he's getting that, and it's obviously because they're trying to differentiate it from the Dark Universe. but there is a part of me that's like, maybe call it something else, like the Mummy : something. You know, instead it's an odd one, but we'll see. Horror.
The Mummy : is going to throw
the
some
only
real
genre
weird.
that works at the box office. So hey, sorry, Bex.
I was going to say the Mummy : is going to throw up some real weird Google Images kind of results, I reckon.
Possibly, yes.
It'd be an interesting film.
Right. Any other trailers?
I just got one more. New trailer for Darren Lynn Bousman's new film, Twisted.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. We did actually see this.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's going direct to streaming, which is probably a sign. But there was a line in it where, like, Neil McDonough says to him, like, so you're selling that big pile of bricks. And he's kind of saying it in a kind of like almost like taking the piss way. And it's just like, what? So he's selling a house?
A massive fucking brownstone.
A brownstone, that probably goes for like millions.
Yeah.
You're finally selling that old pile of bricks, are you? Yeah.
Do you know what? It's got a real kind of, I said to you tonight, it's got like a 2000s thriller energy to the trailer, which is great midweek fodder. So, I mean, I'll watch it, but I don't know. It's I'm intrigued by it for some reason. It's got Alicia Witt in it, so.
I mean, it's your boy who did Repo the Genetic Opera as well, Ben.
Yeah.
So, like,
You might quite like it.
Real, yeah. I think you'll be in.
Yeah. I think it looks quite good, and the because it's not called Twisted on IMDb, it's called The Monster.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I struggled to find it, because I was like, what is this actually about? And the plot on IMDb is completely different to what the trailer looks like it's about. So it says, follows two millennials who flip New York apartments they don't own to new buyers who don't know they are being scammed. The con works brilliantly until they run into an apartment owner with a dark secret who flips the game on them.
Whoa.
And that makes me more intrigued.
He sells their apartment.
No, I feel like he probably just tortures them.
Mine would have been better.
I did like, what about your Hippocratic Oath? For you, I'll make an exception. That'll do. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that was kind of weird that we just ended with that, but
Yeah. Right. Let's review a movie. Let's review a whole movie. Let's review 28 years later, The Bone Temple. It's not directed by Danny Boyle. It's directed by Nia DaCosta. It's still written by Alex Garland, and it stars people including Ray Fiennes, Jack O'Connell, Alfie Williams, and other people. What's it about? Well, this is what IMDb says. As Spike is inducted into Jimmy Crystal's gang on the mainland, Dr. Kelson makes a discovery that could alter the world. The world. Ian, how did you get on with The Bone Temple?
I fucking loved The Bone Temple. I was a big fan of getting boned, and I thought that I rewatched 28 Years Later this week as well, and watching this and that in such close proximity, I think it's mad how different they are directorially. They are very much two distinct voices telling this story in this universe, which I really enjoyed actually. I really liked how it did have a bit of middle chapter energy to it, which I think some people have been a little bit let down by. But at the same time, I think it does push things in some really interesting ways for the third film. I mean, like with Samson particularly. And I thought Lewis Parry, who plays Samson, he's fucking fantastic.
He's been really good on the press tours as well.
Yeah, he has. He's been really good value. But then at the same time, this is Ray Fiennes' film. He absolutely steals it away from Jack O'Connell. for me, and he's having the time of his life, and I enjoyed the batshit energy of it, frankly. Just the whole idea of Samson basically just wanting to get high with Dr. Kelson. But it's like, yeah, you know, it makes him feel good, you know, like, sure. And that, just them fucking dancing together is amazing. And that shot of Erin Kerryman looking at them in the binoculars and just going, what the fuck? is fantastic. I had a great deal of fun with this. I am actually a little bit... Oh, Danny Boyle's coming back, is he? Which I wasn't expecting, because I really, really do like 28 Years Later. But I really like the score in this. I did in 28 Years Later as well. And just this is batshit, but I'm not going to be constantly throwing oversaturated colours at you or having... Yeah, the shots of like Henry V and then the infrared kind of zombie stuff, like, which was cool, but I don't know. I just prefer the style of what Nia DaCosta's doing, and a lot of people probably disagree with me on that, even though maybe not a lot of people, because this film is also not doing very well in the cinema at all, and I think that's basically because mainstream folk don't like 28 Years Later very much. This film, the audience reaction is way better, and I get it. Even though I like both. Anyway, yeah, there you go. What do you guys think?
Bex.
Well, we rewatched 28 Years Later, didn't we? In preparation for this, and I enjoyed it an awful lot more on a second run. I think being mentally prepared for that fucking stupid ending made it feel less stupid, because it was just less jarring. I honestly don't know with this one. I've tried to sit with it since we've seen it and just kind of formulate some kind of thoughts, but my mind keeps going back to the comment that I made to you when we came out of the cinema, which was, this is a really good pilot episode. I can't wait to watch the rest of the series. It feels like, because it's got so much going on, it feels like it's setting up loads of different story threads that I don't see how they can satisfyingly wrap up in one more movie. And that concerns me. But until obviously the third one comes out, you can't judge it. But it feels... I don't know, it's unsatisfying as a film on its own.
But it is the middle film of the trilogy.
It is, but they can still be satisfying on their own. The Star Wars films manage it.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
But they're boring.
And I don't know, it's... I really don't know on this one. There's individually, the two different bits of story that eventually kind of intertwine at the end, I really love. Like, I really enjoy Samson and Kelson just getting fucking high on morphine, dancing to 80s pop tracks and just having a lovely time. I really enjoyed the stuff, like the more brutal stuff with the Jimmies and all that kind of stuff that goes on with that. And then obviously it comes together. Overall, I really enjoy it. It's just, it's quite unsatisfying that you don't really get... I don't know. You don't really get a kind of, like I say, like a satisfying conclusion. And then you do when he finds the cure, and then he dies.
It's not cure necessarily, is it?
Well, no, and this is the other thing. Is it a cure, or is it you will need to take these on a daily basis, Samson? Otherwise, you're going to go back to being a whatever, an alpha dude. And if that is the case, then that whole kind of thing is pointless, because Samson, even if he does take Kelson's notes away with him to go and find someone who can do something with them, within 24 hours he's going to go back to being that. So
I don't know. I mean, like, because like Kelson says, like, okay, it's a trip into the unknown or whatever it is. He says, and like I've had to. Oh, sorry, 2 ticks. Oh, thank you very much. Oh wow, thanks, kiddo. Yeah, nice. Sorry, Lottie's giving me a little sweet thing. Lots. Sorry, guys. I don't suppose I could have this after the podcast, could I? Sorry. I just don't want to eat on the mic. Thanks, man. Yeah, and like he's saying that like he's got to he's got to do things faster than he thought he was going to have to. So I got from the sense there that it was like, fuck it, this is a Hail Mary, let's see if it works, and it did. Rather
than a gradual. Yeah. I mean, I all spoilers all the time, guys, remember. I think the more interesting bit of that is the fact that...
you loved this element, didn't you?
Yeah, the fact that Jimmy Crystal isn't dead. He's not dead. We don't see him die. The last thing we see of him is him fucking gone absolutely crazy rather than just a little bit fucking crazy and thinking that Samson is the actual fucking devil. And Samson, it appears like Samson leaning over him there. So he's... that could be fucking good.
I didn't think that was Samson. I thought that was just another infected.
I think that was... I think that might... It could have been, but I think there's something going on there.
Because he went carrying Kelson... And then there was a bit of time, and then there was a jump scare. There's an infected.
It could have been that. I'm still up for the fact that I don't think he's dead. I think he's batshit, like fully batshit now, rather than just the little bit batshit that he was.
It just like the thing is, the third one, I think you assume Aaron Taylor Johnson's going to be back.
Yeah.
Because it'd be kind of weird if they just completely fucked that off and the baby and whatnot. And then you've got Cillian Murphy. I mean, Bex, it's a fair point. Like, how do they wrap this up? Like, in one now? Even though I was kind of assuming that it will be Spike finally finding a father figure he can trust in Jim. And you know, and then Samson will be there somehow. You know, like I don't necessarily think by the end of the third film it's going to be right. They're curing all the infected, but I could, I don't know. I mean, I think there's some interesting threads there though, with the fact that the infected see Samson as an other,
but he also appears to now be
immune
and still fucking super badass, fucking strong, and effectively kind of almost like. Not quite immortal, but...
yeah, I mean, I think he'd still probably be
killable, but...
Yeah, super hench and strong.
Yeah.
Immortal, immune to the infected.
And not killable like a normal human would be.
Well, and in command of his cognitive faculties again.
Yeah.
Could make him quite a good character for the third. The thing is, it all hinges on what the third one does. But my concern is there's quite a lot to wrap up. Which is why I think it feels like a pilot to me, is because it's set out all these routes it could take and could take quite a long time to explore, but it hasn't got that long.
Which routes? I'm still confused by this point.
What?
Which routes?
You've still got all the stuff from the first one to wrap up.
You're blaming the second one. You're using those to blame the second one. You can't blame the baby on the second one and say that the second one feels like a pilot because there was a baby story in the first one.
Well, you can if the second one hasn't dealt with the threads from the first one.
You're blaming now, but that was in the first one. The first one should have fucking dealt with it then, shouldn't it?
Right, I'm saying the first two have got quite a lot of threads to wrap up in the third one. You've got the baby stuff. The placenta. Oh, isn't the placenta magic thing? It doesn't wash. The what?
With that though, right? There's an element of you have to kind of go, but also it's a fantasy film because there's undead running around eating people.
Which is very much trying to ground itself in reality.
That's fine. I just think the placenta thing. I think that's becoming a little bit your Hold wouldn't exist in Star Wars.
Alright, and you let Ian have that. So
No, I constantly tell him that if fucking intergalactic space travel would exist in a bureaucratic society, I reckon Hold would as well.
Well,
I just wish they called it something other than Hold. I think that's what my problem is with it.
But these films have tried to ground themselves in reality and science as to how it's spread and all this kind of stuff, and then to just go, oh, magic placentas it's too glib. It just is. Kids get HIV from their mothers. It doesn't just protect you from anything in the mother's blood. The kid would potentially be infected, or it's got some kind of immunity, but it's never dealt with. The community out of the first one is never dealt with.
Because he's run away from it. He's jibbed it. Don't need to be. He's jibbed it.
And then in this one, you've got I wonder what they see because they attack babies, so they must see something horrifying, and a kind of, I Am Legend kind of, are we the bad guys to them insinuation. Never goes anywhere with that. The Cure being created and then potentially lost. I don't think they should have killed off Kelson. I think that's a daft move. They should have kept him around for the third one. Or even had him as an infected and then had, I don't know, some kind of storyline where Samson puts his book in his loincloth and carries him around with him because he misses his little morphine friend, and then Jim finds him and interprets the book and cures Kelson. I think it's a mistake to kill him off. I just think there's a lot to deal with in a third movie.
Yeah. But we've got to wait till the third movie to find out what they do.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And that's why I don't think there's going to be any more Jimmy Crystal. I think that's done. Because there is other stuff to deal with.
Which is a shame, because I liked the Bone Temple. I found that the times where I was going were whenever it was dealing with the infected stuff. I found them quite boring.
When you say the infected stuff,
there was. I don't know if it's because I don't like Duran Duran, but I really don't like Duran Duran. I don't know if it was that, but I was a bit like, yeah, this is quite fun that he's having a good time with it's just two guys getting high together. That's fun. Stop showing me it though.
See, on.
I enjoyed that. Yeah,
I did as well. I enjoyed that bit more than the Jimmy's bit.
But I agree. So did I.
But that's it. I think I enjoyed going. So while all this is going on and everyone's afraid of them, what you actually should be afraid of is these absolute fucking nutballs. And then that fucking absolute skin job who goes, I'm going to pick the crazy one. Who picks the crazy one?
Because she's the littlest one.
Right, but she's a nutball.
Yeah, but his experience of her is just her. I think maybe I don't like the Jimmys because my capacity for Teletubbies references is evidently much lower than yours.
Right, that's fine, but out of all those ones, you do not pick the nutball.
I do enjoy the way that they, as a collective, dispatch the infected. Just very casually. Yeah,
like they've just there's a lived-inness to it of we've been doing this for so long that we can just do it with ease.
And I quite like that. It makes it feel, like you say, lived in. They feel part of that world. So just looking on the trivia for Part 3, it's heavily suggested by Alex Garland and Danny Boyle that Part 3 will fill in certain gaps about Cillian Murphy's character Jim after the events of 28 Days Later, using the graphic novel series as assistants. Alex Garland and Danny Boyle have said that they would like to explore more into the initial outbreak before the events of 28 Days Later, and that Part 3 will allow them to do so, giving viewers a more in-depth look at the state of the UK during the early days of the outbreak, while also continuing the story of what lies ahead for Jim and Spike.
Jeez, it's going to be 8 hours long.
That's what I'm saying. So if they're wrapping all that into it as well, plus the stuff they've got to deal with from this, I just don't see how you satisfyingly do that in one movie.
And that sounds like, alright, they're just not going to do anything with Aaron Taylor-Johnson or the people on the island. But surely Aaron Taylor-Johnson is going to be looking for his son. And, one thing I'll say about this as well, I feel like it all plays out within like a 10 square mile space.
Yeah, and it has a little bit of a tease at Aaron Taylor-Johnson as well at one point, doesn't it? Where you've got
Does it?
I thought there was a little bit of the guy that that Samson kills quite early on.
Oh. Yeah.
Has a bit of a when you at first you're like, oh, is that Aaron Taylor-Johnson? And then you're like, oh no, it's not. So it's a little bit of a it's
And eats his brains.
yeah. Oh, I like the eating his brain bit. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Have a little snacky.
So yeah, I did enjoy it. It feels very much like a middle part though, and I just find myself concerned that they might have bitten off more than they can chew. Like their ambitions are outstripping the resources of time that they have to present them.
I mean, I'm just looking forward to just. I think what Ian said was quite interesting is the fact that very quickly into it, you're going, oh yeah, this isn't a Danny Boyle film, and I was very much like, oh, this straight away within the first 5 minutes feels like a movie directed by the person who directed the Candyman requel. And that just suggests that Nia DaCosta kind of does have a bit of a style to it, and it does feel like that, and it's definitely got a mood to it. I do think there was a little bit where it felt. I mean, I think it's supposed to be a bit like this, where you're supposed to have the Samson and Kelson bits are supposed to be quite light because you've got that going on, and it's quite interesting the fact that is all done in light, and then all of the Jimmy stuff is set quite dark. And like the colours more washed out within that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it happening like literally in shadows.
There's a harsher look to it.
That's there is a really kind of interesting bit.
I'm just going to put it out there as well before I forget. Really, really enjoyed Ralph Fiennes' character, like heavily leaning into like the devil stuff.
Oh yeah,
that whole scene was fucking mint.
Yeah.
Although I was thinking, like, as they were walking up towards it, I was like, that must have taken him fucking ages to light all those candles.
Yeah.
I mean, he had all day.
Yeah, that's all day. He's not got a lot on. He's not got a lot on.
No, he was sorting out his Iron Maiden LP, and he was like putting his makeup on, putting like petrol or whatever it was around the fucking circle.
I just think he's got time. He's not got a lot of appointments.
Gust of wind, and you've got like an extra half hour to relight those guys.
Nah, they were all in. What is it? Weren't they?
They were in charge. Yeah. No, but I really enjoyed that section. That was fucking mint.
I really like the Kelson and Jimmy conversation as well. Like I thought that was fucking spectacular. Like, because and that's the thing. Like Jimmy Crystal, horrible guy, does awful things. Is also schizophrenic?
Yeah, I think it's getting across that there's definitely some mental disorder there.
Because he's hearing, I believe,
that he's hearing voices.
Jimmy says to Kelson he's hearing him. So why would he say that if But then at the same time he has like lucidity as well, where it's like, well, look, I've got a bit of a problem here now, and you're going to have a bit of a problem if you don't help me.
Yeah, but also as well, I think when he says that he hears him, the questions that Kelson's asking him are a little bit like...
Doctor questions.
Yeah, he's assessing him. And then it's almost like he doesn't want to... And then he says... I can't remember what he says. He says something, there's a look that Jack O'Connell gets that Kelson kind of almost goes, oh, he does hear... like actual voices in it.
Yeah.
I think he asks him a question about his dad, doesn't he? And there's a flicker of that scene is really well acted because you've got Ralph Fiennes doing the whole like doctor probing questions kind of psychiatric evaluation bit, but then you've got with Jack O'Connell.
Yeah.
The facial acting in that, where like there are flickers of doubt that go over his face, and it's like he starts thinking, "Oh, am I a bit mad?" You can see him doubting himself.
But there's the bit of where he doesn't want to. He's like, "Don't want to say anything." He just goes, "Nah, fuck it. You're quite easy to talk to. You are," and then kind of just comes out with it all. It's a very. I think Jack. I find him a fascinating screen presence when he's doing mad shit. I find him quite fascinating. You know, and he's had a good kind of like 10 months of mad shit with this and Sinners for that.
Oh, but the bit where, because like obviously Samson is one of the infected, but they do build him as a sympathetic character throughout this movie before there's like signs, and like the bit where he's got the syringe in his arm and he's about to like euthanize him essentially.
Yeah. And
you're just like, just fucking say something. Like mentally you're really rooting for him to just like find that kind of, and then he's fully like Stephen King's it and just says moon.
And I literally audibly said, "Fucking hell!" at that, even though like you know it's coming and you know it is, but just hearing that, and then he's like, "I don't have a ticket," you know.
Yeah.
And then the infected are just like, "What the
fuck?" But then you get him just walking out of that, just fucking covered in infected blood.
And he's lost his loincloth again. He's back to his wang hanging out. But like even that, the little bit of like as he's kind of interacting with Kelson before he gives him the bunny ears cure, he puts some on. Like he's clearly kind of coming back to himself just through the interaction because he puts his little skirt on, doesn't he?
I was very disappointed that wasn't Chai Lewis Parry's real dick.
No, it's a pair of shorts with a thing attached to it. Which
I honestly, I genuinely thought, like when they're in the casting process, like Danny Boyle was just like, right, I've just got one other question. Can you take your trousers down?
I mean, some of the like the press tour bits when they've been talking about that, Ray Fiennes is just laughing his head off.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like they have got on really, really well. I mean, one of my favourite bits of this whole press tour, though, is somebody asking Jack O'Connell why does I have any social media, and he goes, "I ain't got time for it. I've got a garden to tend to, front and back," and then just walks off.
Did he really say
that? Yeah, he goes, but he stops. He goes, "I've got a garden to tend to." The guy just looks at him, really confused. And he just leans him forward and goes, "Front and back," and then walks off. It's like, fucking hell, fair play. That's a wonderful, like, I'm going to confuse an American and walk away.
Like, Jack O'Connell, man, like he just appears in stuff he wants to appear in. Big directors seem to like him, and doesn't seem like does press tours and stuff like that, but just isn't out there on Instagram constantly, and you know, like it's. I respect that massively, and like you know, between this and Sinners, man, a hell of a year.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was on Chris Miles and was asked, you know, why do you like you don't do an awful lot of like bits in between. He was like, I'm not really that interesting. He said, I'm not even that interesting enough to say, oh, the more you see of me, the less you're seeing characters. He said, I just don't care about going on. I'll do these things. He said, but I'm not gonna. I don't care about anything else. I just wanna make my movies and enjoy my life. It's like, fair play to you, mate. I mean, I'm definitely not shit on this. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do with the third.
I really, really hope the third happens. I'm just like, with how I know they've said they greenlit it, but it hasn't started production yet, and I'm just really worried now with how badly it's done.
I just reckon they'll go, do you know what? Fuck it. It's low budget enough.
It's in production, it says.
Yeah, it's because
expected to start filming in March.
Yeah, they've not started shooting yet, though.
No, but it's been written and it's.
Yeah, it's. I think the fact that its budget apparently is only going to be 65 million will help it.
But I mean, it's like these first two have been like 60 million apiece. 28 years later, I think did about 130 worldwide, which is all right. This isn't going to do nearly as much as that, but like I say, the audience reaction is
really
better.
good. Yeah,
if people do watch this and see the ending, you imagine they will come out for the third. But it is making sure people actually watch this.
That's it.
And I think so much of it is because of just how discombobulating the ending was. Like, that's the last of years. That's the last impression. And if you're not on board, your last impression out of that was, what the fuck was that? And that's really fucked over the interest in this film, which is a shame, because for me it's better than the first one.
Yeah, I think I probably preferred it a little bit better than the first one, to be honest.
Yeah, same probably.
In the fact that, because we watched the first one as well, didn't we, this week? I think that the first one's baggy, really baggy, in the middle. The little, from the bit between him leaving the island to getting to Kelson, that bit is just like,
I don't know, it's got some good moments in it, that though, when they're with the Swedish guy.
I would take him out, I would cut him out of it.
But
you'd lose the classic moment about the allergic lip reaction.
Yeah, but I don't care. So it's like, that's the third time I think I've watched it, and that just drags it down. Like, if I'm going to watch it again, I am dreading that bit in the middle.
The Swedish guy and his bit in it, I think that actually serves a really, really important function in that it anchors it in time. Whereas I think if you were just watching it and he wasn't there with his iPhone and with his girlfriend with the lip fillers, anchoring it in 2025, and that the rest of the world has moved on as normal, it feels like a period piece.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of his best contribution for me.
I still found it really boring.
That's fine.
Our audience poll, 67% definitely not shit, 17% touching cloth, and 17% geostorm.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not shit for me.
For Le Bon Temple. Yeah, definitely not shit as well.
Too right.
Yeah. Right. Shall we do some what we've been watching before we get involved in some...
Bone Temple was done 31.2 million worldwide this weekend.
That's not super, is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. No, it's that's what, about 9 million less than weeks, years.
I mean, it in the US it opened to 30 and it's done about 15.
Ooh. Yeah, it's one of those. I think what might get them over the line is Academy Award winner Cillian Murphy. I
really hope so. Just like also because otherwise that ending is going to be such blue balls.
Yeah. What have you been watching here?
Okay. So World Letterboxd out. Got a few this week. Primarily kind of like year-end catching up stuff. But I did. You guys talked about this, actually, maybe the last episode. But we watched Independence Day.
Oh yeah.
It's a big one for Don and I. We watched it a lot, and we thought lots might like it. And she actually decided to go to sleep instead of watching it after the first half an hour, which is quite insulting. Look, I mean, for me, that is 2.5 hours that just fucking flies by.
It is, yeah.
It's mad how just once that film gets going, like it really just rollicks along. And that Bill Pullman Independence Day speech is the best. Okay. Also, I forgot to talk about this, and I saw this like around fucking Christmas, but I've been meaning to talk about it the last couple. I watched Zootropolis 2. Which I haven't spoken about yet. Bex, did you get to this?
Oh, Bex is just off headphones. Give it 2 seconds. She's about to pop them back on now.
Hello.
Bex, did you watch Zootropolis 2 in the end?
No, I never made it to it.
Okay. So, yeah, I really liked it, actually. I mean, the sexual chemistry between Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps is insane.
They're fucking.
They need to.
They are.
Like, otherwise, I feel like they're both going to explode. But yeah, look, I really enjoyed this. Like, good, like sledgehammer to smash a walnut stuff about gentrification, which was which I enjoyed. It's funny. There's some good, well directed action in it. There's a fantastic, not going to spoil it, like reference to another film in the third act. Very direct reference that kids will not understand at all. It's all, yeah, and I was just like, yeah, fuck it, that's funny. Really like that. And there's some villain stuff in it that you don't necessarily see coming as well, actually. So yeah, I had a really, really good time with Zootropolis 2. I think it's like, might be Disney Animation's like one of their highest grossing films worldwide at this point.
I think it is their highest grossing film ever.
Yeah. And yeah, you know, sure. I could see why it's a hit. So Zootropolis 2, good shit. Pure shit is Hurry Up Tomorrow. So this just out there on Amazon Prime. Just here you go. So this is The Weeknd's film, which I'm given to understand was basically just almost like an advertisement for an album.
Yeah, it was an advertisement for an album / tour.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So, basically, it starts with this like 20-minute long sequence of The Weeknd playing The Weeknd, preparing for a gig in backstage, getting amped up by Barry Keoghan, while also going, I can't do this gig, like, because there's an ex of his who he's obsessed with, who he just keeps on calling. While this is happening, Jenna Ortega is setting fire to a house and then driving off to a weekend gig. He's having problems with his voice, which his doctor is telling him is psychological. And at the gig Jenna Ortega is at, he basically loses his voice. She breaks in backstage and then runs into him. And he says, do you want to get out of here? They have a wonderful night together. He says, please don't ever leave me. And she takes that very seriously. And then there's a 10-15 minute sequence where Jenna Ortega is explaining to The Weeknd how deep his lyrics are while he's tied up in a bed. It's just awful.
Just anything to do with The Weeknd just sounds awful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Barry Keoghan's playing, I think, his manager, who also just like guilts him into doing things and gives him loads of drugs. So I don't know what The Weeknd's trying to say about his manager. And Trey Edward Schultz, who directed it, does all this kind of like woozy camera spinning around stuff, and there's actually some pretty decent sound design in it, so that's something. But it feels like it's got 20 minutes of content played out over an hour and 45. And by the end, spoiler alert for the end of Hurry Up Tomorrow, do you know what? It's all in his head. And it's just, oh, fuck off. Like, Jenna Ortega sets fire to the hotel room that they're in. She's killed Barry Keoghan, sets fire to the hotel room. She then disappears. The Weeknd walks out of the hotel, down a corridor, through a door, and then he's just backstage again. And then someone is playing Cuphead on a massive TV in the background, so I give this film a half a star for there being Cuphead in it, and then he sits down, like, looks at himself in the mirror, which is also the opening shot of the film, and then it cuts to credits. And I mean, this film disappeared in cinemas, and if I'd seen this in the cinema, I don't think I could have been held responsible for my actions. Honestly, it's just the biggest load. But also, what is he trying to say about himself? Apparently that he gets obsessed over women, and then women like Jenna Ortega get obsessed with him and torture him by explaining how profound he is.
The Weeknd is one of those artists where I cannot understand in any way how he is popular. I don't get it. There are artists that I don't like that I could understand why people like them. It's just not for me. The Weeknd, I don't get it. Like, I do not get it at all.
No.
It's just it baffles me.
It just awful film, like profoundly. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, Barry Keoghan and Jenna Ortega, I assume either they're mates of his or they got paid well or both. Because, like, Barry Keoghan, I'm not entirely sure what that guy is doing. Like, it feels like he's gone to LA, hooked up with Sabrina Carpenter, and is now just off on this fucking quest to be the most insufferable twat. And awful fucking film. I'll be talking about it again on the next show. Awful fucking film. Right, so there we are. And I caught up with The Long Walk. So I know you guys have already talked about this. Look, I got a little. I'm a little bit too hung up on, like, sometimes they seem fucked and then suddenly they're all right again. Like, the end of the film, towards the end, Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson look like they're dealing with it better than they were 20 minutes ago. It all felt quite sparse. It felt like it didn't have much of a budget. I'm assuming this was Francis Lawrence going, I'll do you another Hunger Games if you give me a bit of money to do this. Which, you know, absolutely great. But I feel like it maybe could have done with a little bit more production value. But it is also just a story of these guys walking and talking, and I enjoyed that. I thought Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson together were fantastic. Like, in 10 years' time, I want them to be doing a buddy cop action film. That would be lovely. I don't know. It was things like that one guy where it's like revealed that he had a wife, and it was like, no, he didn't. What? Too many questions like that for me, but enjoyed it. Mark Hamill is a fucking ham sandwich. Like, I mean, he is a cartoon character in this.
I mean, my thing always will remain with Mark Hamill is, yes, he might be great at doing voices for things. He's a bad actor.
This would be evidence for the prosecution in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I enjoyed it. You know, it's a good film, and I think it was I don't know. I thought there was a lot of good character stuff, but the world building stuff, both in the production value and also just like the dialogue, I don't think quite hit the mark for me. Like, okay, they do this walk because of economic stress, and after they do the walk, there seems to be an uptick in productivity. Didn't quite get that angle. I've got to say that. And look, why they were all doing it anyway. They basically say, you know, well, it seems like everybody volunteers because the world is shit other than, like, outside of this, so we've all just got to get rich. But when it does do the flashbacks to, like, Cooper Hoffman's family and whatnot, at least before his dad gets killed, it kind of seems like they're living all right. So I didn't quite get that either. But look, definitely not shit. Thought it was decent. Thought the brutality of it and the kind of just like the almost banal depiction of it was very effective. But yeah, I kind of wish it had a bit more budget or a bit more time in the oven or something.
In it, Becky, that that it's perceived as they not in it, but they actually have to, or something like that.
Yeah, I think. Hang on a sec. I think they're all entered into a lottery.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's what the film says. But then it's like, do you guys know anybody who didn't apply?
Mm.
And it was, and then they're saying like, well, everybody's applied for it because the world is so shit outside of this that we all just want to try and get that brass ring. And it just like, I could have done with a bit more of a depiction of the world being shit because everything's desolate, yes, but there's barely ever any people around, and I think that's, you know, because the film's budget, like, it felt like they just closed off areas where there's probably not an awful lot of traffic anyway and filmed there.
They literally just filmed it. They filmed it in effectively ghost towns, like towns that no longer exist, and they were like surprised at how many they could have picked from.
And I mean, it does actually say as well, like, the Major doesn't let crowds here until, like, towards the end. And it's like, okay, that's... all right, fine, I got you. You don't have the budget. And then even at the end there's maybe, like, 20 extras.
Yeah. I mean, 20 million it cost. Did well, actually, as well.
Well, yeah, you know, and I think it did make a bit of money. I could see it being 20 million, because, you know, it doesn't look shit. Francis Lawrence, is a good director and he's got a good eye, you know, and they obviously filmed it in like real locations, so that's going to cost some money. I could have just done it with having a bit more money, you know, and yeah. But look, I sound like I didn't like it. I liked it. I thought the cast were great, and I thought the dialogue was really good. Like JT Mulner's screenplay, aside from, you know, maybe some some aspects of it, I thought it was quite well played, and I liked the character into dynamics, and I liked the like what happened at the end. Like, I won't spoil it, but it felt, yeah, okay, that feels appropriate for me, you know. So yeah, it's good as The Long Walk. It's Lionsgate, so it'll probably be on Amazon Prime next week. Watch it. There you go. That's me.
Bex, what have you been watching?
On my own. Let's have a look. Let's have a wee little look. We watched that together. I watched The Ugly Stepsister.
What's that?
So it's like a kind of a retelling of the Cinderella story, but from the point of view of the ugly stepsister. But it's like a body horror movie. So it's basically the extremes that the ugly stepsister goes to try and not be the ugly stepsister, and preemptively, like, they hear about the ball in advance, and she tries to make herself beautiful and marriageable enough to win, basically. So I wouldn't recommend this movie to anybody that doesn't like body horror. There's some fairly grim bits in it.
Some grim shit.
Notably involving a tapeworm.
Well, don't like tapeworms. Don't like tapeworms. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's probably closer to the original story of Cinderella with regards to, you know, a lot of fairy tales are based on quite horrific old folk tales. You know, it's got the notable bit that is missing from most versions of Cinderella, where she tries to chop her foot down to fit into Cinderella's slipper.
Well, it's the Disney Cinderella we get now, not the
Yeah.
the original one.
But yeah, like she has a nose job, but it's like medieval times, so it's just a fucking chisel and a hammer, and she has eyelash extensions, but they're like sewn into her eyelid. There's just some real grim imagery going on in it, but it's also quite quite an interesting kind of look at. Obviously, it's based around Cinderella. There is that element to it, but it's also kind of commenting on the stupid shit women do to fit into beauty norms and stuff like that. So it's an interesting watch. Very well done. And yeah, but anyone that kind of wants to have a watch, anyone that wants to have a watch of this kind of movie, I think will probably already know about it. But it is subtitled. It's not an American or English film, so I can't remember where it's from actually. Bear with. It doesn't say. Swedish or Danish or something. It's Scandi.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Asian horror.
No.
Ah.
But it's really, really fucking good. I really enjoyed it. It's in a lot of people's lists for horror movies of the year, and I can definitely see why. I also on my own. Oh, only one more on my own. I watched Companion. I just wanted to see how it stood up on rewatch, to be perfectly honest, and I really liked it when we first watched it. It really stands up. It's less shocking, obviously, because you know the crack, you know what's going to happen, but it really does stand up, and I think, again, the undertones of the story of, like, on its surface, it's about fuckbots, basically, but really it's about female autonomy. So I think it's got a lot of interesting shit to say. I really, really enjoyed it on rewatch. I think taking that shock element out of it as well, it allows you to watch the film more, because you're not distracted by the oh my god. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, really, really enjoyed it on rewatch.
Good. I'll do what I've watched on my solo. So I did promise and said that I was going to watch 22 Jump Street. I did watch 22 Jump Street. 22 Jump Street is not as good as 21 Jump Street.
No, it's not.
Still pretty good, though.
It's still good, yeah. The issues with 22 Jump Street are... and I think I've worked it out. Brittany runs a marathon is not funny, so she should be nowhere near movies because she's not funny, and that needs to stop. And I'm glad it has stopped. I've worked it out. Jonah Hill, funny, right? If he's got somebody to play off against, not funny if he's trying to be. If he's the lead comedic presence at something. If he's the one that you're relying on just being the comic bit, it doesn't quite work. However, the Channing Tatum realising and coming to the realisation that that Jonah Hill's character has slept with Ice Cube's daughter and realising it's that is fucking great. But yeah, it suffers a little bit from being a bit wink sequel, and it's a bit like, yeah, we need to stop telling that joke because I've actually paid to see a movie. Not have you constantly go, you paid to see the same movie. It's like, yeah, still paid to see it though.
I don't like the fact that those films are already over 10 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. And what else? And I also watched the 2000. This is a movie that's now 27 years old, 26 years old, which is insane. Snow Day. Yeah. It stars People and Chevy Chase.
Where did you watch this?
What? At home.
Where?
Which?
You watched it at home?
Yeah. On Now. Yeah.
Were you doing anything while watching it, or was your attention fully paid to Snow Day?
It was fully to Snow Day, yes.
Okay.
Was it on one of the snow days?
It wasn't on one of Snow Days,
wow.
no. It was. I watched it before I went to work while eating a bowl of shreddies. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not great. There's a questionable amount of layering at Emmanuel Shikari, which is is fine because it's Emmanuel Shikari. But I was going, I know she's in her mid-20s, but the movie is saying that she's a high school girl, and there's a shot of her where her character has broken up with the boyfriend who's a douchebag. And so, because of that, all of the town's young men are now trying to court her. And so she opens her...
Trying to court her?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's just a very old school way of describing things, Mark. Fair play.
Opens the curtains, and they're all there, outside, with offerings and, plaques saying, please give me a chance, and bits like this. And there's a close-up of her, and it's you're going... I mean, the director knows what he's doing there because, there's that top is very see-through, and this is this is a PG movie, but and then there are an awful lot of shots of her in a swim costume.
I mean, there's another PG movie that we're going to speak about that has some rather inappropriate shots.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it, actually? Yeah. There's another one where it's that top's quite see-through. Snow Day. It's not that great, to be honest. What have we watched together, Bex? We can speed around a couple of them, can't we?
Yeah.
So we watched Big Trouble in Little China, didn't we?
Yeah.
Inspired by a movie that we'll probably talk a little bit more about. Wasn't it?
Yes.
But we watched Big Trouble in Little China. Big Trouble in Little China is just fucking ace, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is. It's a banger. We also watched 21, that we probably watched more than anybody else.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So it is 21. If you can get past the Kevin Spacey of it all, it's a good film.
Yeah, but he's also a douchebag in it, so
He is a douchebag in it.
Yeah. And it was that time where Kate Bosworth was in things.
Yeah. Oh, and that main kid's hair is horrifically 2000s, isn't it?
Yeah, Jim Sturgis. Yeah,
Is that Jim Sturridge?
Yeah, he did a. He was he's so hot right now for about 18 months, and is not. I mean, the last thing I remember seeing him in was Geostorm. He was in Geostorm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Has he still got that awful hair?
No. What else did we watch? We watched Clerks. Did we?
We did.
That was you.
That was Saturday night movie, wasn't it?
Excuse me. It's Clerks. It's Clerks.
It does really highlight though how big of a drop off there is to Clerks 2.
You wash your fucking mouth out.
I don't mind watching 2 and 3.
Yeah. Right. What else have we watched?
Watched Underwater.
We watched Underwater. Yeah.
Nice.
Genuinely, I think Underwater might be one of the most underappreciated sci-fi horror movies of the past decade. It is a fucking banger of a movie.
Really scary at points. But I said to you when we were watching it, didn't I? I think because a lot of people's criticism of it was, oh yeah, it's too dark and everything moves too quick. You don't really know what's going on, and it's that's the point.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on. So it's filmed so the fact that you're as confused as they are, it's supposed to invoke that kind of what the fuck kind of feeling. And it does.
Yeah.
It's achieved what it set out to do, you fuckwit.
Yeah. That's it. It's people not understanding the way that horror should work.
I fucking love Underwater.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I know he's a dick, and I know he's problematic, but it makes me really sad that TJ Miller is a dick and problematic because he's so fucking good.
Yeah, he is. He's a really, and again, echo it. But as a screen presence, he's just really...
He's really good in stuff. He's just he's a pleasure to have on screen. Maybe not a pleasure to have around, but
Yeah,
It's just such a shame that people can't not be dicks.
yeah, yeah. On that one, yeah, because he is.
He's great in it.
He's very good in this. I mean, just ever remember the 18 months of John Gallagher Jr.
John Gallagher Jr.
Yeah, what? Because he was in this and 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, he was in like a few bits around the sort of a similar time, and then just disappeared. It's a real weird one, that one. It feels like he was cancelled for something, but I don't think he was.
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
Yeah, it's like he was accidentally cancelled. That's all went. Oh, he clearly did something. I don't think he did. You know, I bet he did. He didn't.
We also watched. I'm going to save that one till last because it's just fucking mental. We also watched Adventureland.
Yeah.
We K-stewed up a storm, didn't we?
Yeah. Adventureland's just a good coming of age movie.
It is weird though to watch her in this, in that it was right bang in the middle of her lip biting, looking down, awkward phase that people always like do impressions of her as.
There's specifically one shot in this movie where she does all of them.
Yeah.
So she does all she ever does is either look down, flip her hair back, or bite her lip, and she does all of them. It's almost like, oh, babe.
Yeah, it is weird. And the thing is, she was probably going through some shit about hiding elements of herself from the world at the time that this film was made.
Possibly, yeah.
And she probably did feel very awkward. So, no judgment. Probably a really horrible time, but it is just like that bit is almost a fucking meme.
Yeah. But she's good in it.
She is really good in it, and do you know what? Eisenberg's good in it as well. The guy that plays the guy that hits him in the dick all the time.
Oh,
he's funny in it because he's just hitting him in the dick all the time.
What's he called? Matt Bush. Yeah. The thing is, you're watching that going like never before has a thing encapsulated young adolescent males in friendships than punching each other in the dick. like you watch it going, people are going to look and go, yeah, but that don't really happen, and every guy's going to go, yeah, it kind of does a little bit. We did punch, like at that point there was a lot of dick punching.
Biologically, like, it's a real failing of Mother Nature to put your bits on the outside.
Yeah, but it did make it so that you would literally do that. Yeah.
I suppose it levels the playing field. You get more power, we get an easier target.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, it's great. I love concentrated, like, coming of age movies like this. It's just
I lap this shit up. Yeah,
they feel cozy somehow, don't they?
Yeah, they feel comforting. I think it's because you can go on a weird journey with them.
Yeah.
Like, because you can watch them from like when you watch them to when you like throughout the years, you can look at them from different angles from going through it.
Yeah. It always makes me sad though when I watch one and I'm like agreeing with the parents.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often.
No, and it shouldn't with this one because the parents are bad parents.
Yeah. We watched Don't Say a Word.
We did watch Don't Say a Word, yes.
Brittany Murphy.
She said some words,
really sad.
so you know.
She did say some words.
She said words. I mean, it's enjoyable crap.
Yeah. Yeah, naughty thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like Don't Say a Word though. And Sean Bean dies in it, so it just,
Of course, Sean Bean dies in it. Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, he's such a prick though. He's quite good at being a bad guy, isn't he?
Controversial opinion.
Go on.
I think that it's well played, Sean Bean, for having such a long-standing career, effectively playing the same character constantly, and I genuinely think he is a bit crap.
I think if you're British and you've got an accent, you can get away with a lot. I mean, Idris Elba's making a career out of doing exactly the same thing, being shit with an accent.
He's the same character like literally the same character in Don't Say a Word as he is in the first National Treasure movie. It's the same performance.
Yeah.
Like you could literally, if somehow you could like digitally take one out and just swap them over, the films wouldn't change.
But no, it's. I really like it. I really like it. I think Michael Douglas is good in it.
Who's Michael Douglas, I think?
Yeah, but I think he's got the capacity to be a bit actory and stuff, where you don't really buy him as the character, but he's Michael Douglas.
But it's also got Oliver Platt in it, and every movie is made better by having Oliver Platt in them.
Yeah, when it turns out that he's brought him in because like he couldn't do it, and he's also been blackmailed. That bit's really good.
I actually really enjoy following Oliver Platt on Instagram, not because like of all like the movie stuff and stuff like that, because he is a massive Liverpool fan.
Oh, is he?
And like that is the majority of his Instagram, but it is done in a right. Okay, you know, yeah, you make a lot of very good points, kind of words.
Okay, so we've only got 2 more. We watched Totally Killer.
Yep.
I really like Totally Killer.
I like Totally.
That's a good time, that film.
I like Totally Killer. I will never watch it again.
All right.
Because I really enjoyed it the first time I watched it, and I enjoyed it this time I watched it, but my enjoyment levels from first time to second time dropped dramatically.
That's fair. No, I get that.
It's, yeah.
I just really like it. I'd put it in the same kind of category as like the Happy Death Day movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Timey-wimey horror shit. It's my bag.
I think maybe I think possibly it could be that at the moment my capacity for horror is kind of running low.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Wrong, but fair. And we also watched 1986 movie The Golden Child starring Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
Which was a weird one.
Yep.
I'd never heard of this before and obviously never seen it before. And Mark was like, oh my god, do you want to watch The Golden Child?
Yep.
What did you describe it as?
It's
like Eddie Murphy playing Indiana Jones.
It's imagine if they tried to make an Indiana Jones movie but cast Eddie Murphy and it was made the same year as Big Trouble.
Yes, it's nothing like.
No, it's not Indiana Jonesy. That's what they were trying, but it ends up being more akin to like Big Trouble.
Yeah,
it's got like the fantasy element
and
to it,
all the same cast,
and a lot of the same cast because at the time, not a lot of Asian actors out there.
But it was really weird. It's like, is that guy from Big Trouble in Little China? Yeah, and then it's like you just get to the point where you don't say it anymore because it's yes.
There's a sequence like in the middle where a lot of like the Asian cast are coming into the film, and Bex sort of went, "That wasn't it from that Lopez from Big Trouble?" I was like, "Yes," and then the next scene, I'm like, "Wait, that's Egg Shen. Wait, that's one of the what is it? Yeah, from Big Trouble." I was like, "Yes, Becky, there's going to be a lot of people from Big Trouble in this."
So this is the PG movie with the inappropriate. So yeah, there's a bit where like she comes in to save him, doesn't she?
Yeah.
For some reason, she gets doused with water whilst wearing a very thin t-shirt and no bra. And there is very little imagination needed.
There's no imagination needed.
She's basically naked.
Yeah, it's odd because there is no reason for her to get wet.
No,
yeah,
no.
It's
gratuitous, is what
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I think I know the reason. Right?
Horniness.
And it's so you can see her boobs.
Yeah.
It is the most capital bangers of scenes imaginable.
And then there's a bit where she's just like casually hanging out wearing a man's shirt, which isn't his shirt because he's not worn that shirt at any point in the movie. So she's just casually walking around wearing just a shirt.
No, she's asleep. She's going to bed.
Who goes to sleep in a fucking formal men's shirt?
If that's all she had to protect her dignity.
And then she gets into a fight, and there's a lot of fucking crotch shots.
There's a lot of crotch shots. Yeah.
I'm an adult, I watch rated 18 movies. I think this was more inappropriate than a lot of those.
I was watching it going, a lot of shots of her crotch in this bit for a PG movie.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, the Dalai Lama gets kidnapped.
Kind of, the golden child. It's not quite said that he's the Dalai Lama, but he is.
But he is. But also he's magic.
Yeah, he's magic.
And Eddie Murphy is the chosen one. And so she goes to find him to help them save him. Never really explained why he's the chosen one.
Nope.
Or how they've ascertained that he's the chosen one.
Yeah.
That's just skimmed right over.
Yeah.
And shenanigans ensue, I believe. I think is the only real way you could...
It is a very shenanigansy movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, though.
Yeah.
No, that's disingenuous. It's fun.
They fall in love, don't they? Through the simple art of him, once jokingly suggesting, "Do you want to come upstairs?" And her going, "No." And then, later on, her going, "Maybe I do want to go upstairs," for no reason.
Yeah.
There's nothing else happens.
He doesn't really do anything to earn that, does he?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do anything to not earn it, but he doesn't do anything to earn it. It's just she almost just goes, go on then.
Yeah. I really, really struggle with Eddie Murphy. Because I like him as a screen presence, I think he's a decent enough actor, and then he fucking laughs, and I want to rip his throat out.
There's a lot of the Eddie Murphy laugh in this.
I hate it.
There's an awful lot of the Eddie Murphy laugh.
It's almost as annoying as the Seth Rogen laugh.
I mean, no, because the Seth Rogen laugh gave us that wonderful clip of the guy running away in the airport. That looks like Seth Rogen. Somebody dubbed his laugh over it.
Oh, okay.
And it's wonderful. Yeah, but that was what we've watched. So yeah. Right, we've got... What are you doing?
Going where is it?
Oh, we've got another movie to review. We can't go over there.
I'm not going far.
You can't go over there. We've got another movie to review.
What the fuck up and melt?
Right. Are we fucking ready to get ripped?
Ugh.
We are.
Right. So, The Rip is written and directed by Joe Connor. Stars Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Stephen Ewan, Tiana Taylor, Scott Adkins is there, Kyle Chandler's there, and other people are there. A group of Miami cops discover a stash of millions in cash, leading to distrust as outsiders learn about the huge seizure, making them question who they can rely on.
Not really.
Not really, but also kind of, but yeah.
It's not outsiders finding out about it that makes them doubt it.
No,
it's internally.
It's internally, yeah. It's that, yeah. Ian, did you enjoy getting ripped?
I very much enjoyed getting ripped, and I looked at Letterboxd and immediately thought that I'm just old now. Folks on Letterboxd need to just appreciate Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Shooty Shooty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
This is a film that takes our shared history of Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and does some fun shit with it.
Yep.
Matt Damon is the one who it seems to be dodgy, and Ben Affleck is the straight arrow, even though he's also a bit of a live wire. He calls Scott Adkins a cunt in the first 5 minutes of the film, and then it's revealed that he's a brother, which is
great.
Amazing.
That's wonderful when they reveal that.
Just ace. And look, I really, really enjoyed this. It's interesting because Noel was texting us earlier on and being a bit like, I'm still a bit confused as to what the rip is. And I think there is an element of that, actually. It does. There's like a 15-20 minute period where it's just like, right, what's going on?
Well, because
but then I think it clears itself up quite nicely, actually.
Bex, you turned out to me and said, I don't know, at one point, and said, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what everyone's saying, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think that the issue for me is that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon come from very much a school of filmmaking where it's like, people don't enunciate that much in real life, so why would they in films? Because the audience needs to understand, guys. So there's a lot of that in this where it's like...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they don't speak the Queen's English. They speak street.
It's not even that. It's just like, it's quiet, it's mumbly, they talk over each other, and it's like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on because I can't understand what they're saying. Why is he going over there? I know he's just told that other man, but I didn't understand it. Oh, okay, it's some kind of Morse code stuff. Fine. You could drift through it and understand enough about what was going on just by context cues. But that's where I was for a bit. And then I went to the bathroom, read on Wikipedia what was supposed to be happening, and came back to it. I was alright after that.
I really enjoyed what it actually boiled down to, and like the fact that the drug lord folks don't give a fuck about it. This money is a write off to them, whatever. Yep. And it is just this like purely interpersonal corruption thing. Like Ben Affleck's missus was murdered, and we're gonna figure out who did it. And I like that there's so much going on that I swear this is on purpose, not just because I'm an idiot. But here's a question actually for the two of you. You've got that scene where Ben Affleck is like looking around, and then there's the shadow of someone pointing a gun at him, and then it's not referenced again.
Yeah, it is.
And I it is.
Yeah, it is.
What does he say? So what happens? Because I completely forgot about.
It's Matt Damon when he's coming in and he basically tells him about the plan.
Oh no, no. Like there's the reveal of what. Sorry, forgive me. Until the reveal, there's no other reference to that. No. It's not like Ben Affleck, and I completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, yeah, that did happen. And I think it's because they load you up with so much other shit going on.
I think you're supposed
to... you starting to think that Stephen Ewan's the good guy and all that. Which I thought was clever.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to think... I think it's quite clever that... I think you're supposed to almost forget about that because your brain's supposed to go, oh, that must have been the cartel guy.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so... I really like that. I thought I think Sasha Cali is like the person who lives in the house. I liked her whole thing. I just the whole what the fuck is actually happening vibe of it was really well done. But then they'll put in some action in there for you to like forget about that. It's not perfect. I was actually quite annoyed that in the third act it was like, right, women, go in that car and we'll see you at the end. And now it's going to be the boys. But
there is a reason behind that, though. I agree with you. I agree with an extent with it. But within the story, it does make sense.
I mentioned it at the time.
Okay. In the story, it makes sense. But also, the story happens because Joe Carnahan wrote the story. And he could have just as easily written the story where Tiana Taylor could have had an active role in the action in the third act.
She could have done,
and chose not.
But then the problem there is you've got to have Ben Affleck and Matt Damon go off, and Stephen Ewan is the guy that they think it is. So if you then throw another, you could have thrown Tiana Taylor into that. I reckon you could have done there. That would have made sense.
We'd have had to spend more time with Tiana Taylor, though.
Okay. I just the whole, and that now it's just the guys are going to fight it out at the end. I just thought that was a tad reductive.
Yeah.
And a shame.
Yeah.
But. Aside from that, I had a great time with this. And then, like I say, I go on Letterboxd and people are just like, it's some fucking generic Netflix action, blah, 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 bollocks. No, do you know what? It looks like it should be in a cinema. It's got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon nicely subverting the Ben Affleck Matt Damon tropes, which I enjoyed. But you also get a closing shot of them just sat down looking at a sunrise on a beach, which I imagine they both do with each other at least once a week.
Yeah.
And I thought that the direction was really good. I thought the sound was great. It had that Joe Carnahan lived-in thing. So I really, really, really enjoyed it. And it is absolutely dad cinema. And I'm in that age. Fuck everybody on Letterboxd. Fuck yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, the thing out there is if you'd have fucking had A24 at the front of it and it'd have made £8 at the box office, they'd have loved it. Bex, what did you think?
Do you know what? I wasn't super keen for this, but it was actually like a really good, like, traditional kind of cop thrillery kind of movie. It's you know there's going to be a twist in it at some point, because no way Matt Damon could be like actually a corrupt cop. He looks too Matt Damon-y. So you know there's going to be some kind of ha-ha moment in it, and there is, and it's fine, but it's a good ha-ha moment.
Yeah.
And like Ian was saying, the bit where they left all the girls behind at the house and all the boys went off in the thing, it really annoyed me in the moment. But then, like, obviously it's the two guys that are kind of, Matt Damon's in charge, Ben Affleck's his second in command. They've both gone up for the same promotion, and the two bad guys. So, from an organisational point of view, it does make sense.
Have Tiana Taylor be the wrong un. That's all.
Yeah, you could have done that.
The wrong un. Have Stephen Ewan be the all right guy. Why not?
Could have done that. I just think that.
I think Tiana Taylor's got more wrong and vibes, though. I think Stephen Ewan being
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
That's subverting expectation.
If you hinted towards what is it, but then they'll be alright. So the black one's the bad one.
No, I think she's got more of a badass energy.
She wouldn't. You'd have, if you'd have hinted around it, you'd have been like, oh, she's the fucking wrong one.
Yeah. Whereas he just seems like such a sweet boy.
Yeah, Stephen Ewan. Yeah, I still don't believe he did it.
No, I don't either, really.
Carl Chandler. Yeah.
He was there when what's her face Jackie got shot. Pulls his mask off and he's right there, and I still don't really believe it.
Yeah, I don't think he did it.
It was AI.
I think he shot past her.
So he didn't shoot her.
What?
The other guy shoots
her.
Yeah,
he does shoot her once. He shoots the. He says, you did the kill shot.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. So yes, it's fun. Ben Affleck has clearly taken his time working with what's his chops in The Accountant as his brother quite seriously, and emulated his look. Who's his brother? I can't remember his name now.
John Bernthal.
That's it.
I thought more Bernthal's kind of riffing on Affleck.
I don't think so. The
Affleck's had that look since The Town.
No, he hasn't. The close cropped hair thing is like a new look for Affleck. He looks different in this. He looks better in this actually than he has done in a long time. He looks less
tired,
just beaten fucking down by life.
He looks like he isn't drinking quite as much as he maybe was.
Which, good for him. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it, to be honest. It didn't feel too long, didn't feel too short, like it had skipped over bits. They could have done with sorting out the fucking sound a little bit so that people could understand what they were saying, but that's a real minor complaint. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
I mean, it's very much Mark Nip. So I really like it. Just I gobble this shit up. So it's Carnahan. I really like Joe Carnahan movies. I like the fact that he's getting to work with a bit of a budget as well. On this, it's quite nice that the past few movies you've done have felt a little bit like he's constrained by these things. But yeah, it's like I said, the funness of playing with the whole that's Matt Damon and that's Ben Affleck we think that he's the wrong and he's the nice guy thing. That is, it's cleverly done. The action in it's properly like you said there. It's got an old school energy to it that is certainly there. That is, it's not trying to appeal to 25-year-olds on Letterboxd. It is more going for the people that pay for the Netflix subscription, not the people that also log in and ask for the code for the Netflix subscription. Is what I would say on that one. I
think it's very much skewed towards our age demographic.
Yeah. Definitely say so. And the thing is, I like the fact that this is the film. We're getting these films rather than people just thinking that our demographic just wants to watch more Marvel and Star Wars movies. It's
semi-intelligent thriller movies. It's bread and butter movie making.
Yeah. You are
semi-intelligent.
You are trying to work it out. You know that Carl Chandler's a bad one, a wrong one from the minute he comes in. You're like going, he's in on it, that prick. But then it's quite nice when you find out he is in on it. You're going, I fucking told you. But it's not hidden.
But then, Stephen Ewan,
I didn't know.
Genuinely no, because you don't know that that's what Matt Damon's plan was. He's very, very convincing in the whole, slowly, leaning into the actually, I'm gonna steal this shit.
Yeah, that's it. That takes you by, what is it? But then, like I said, I think you've got that one, but the Kyle Chandler bit, it's not hiding that he is, because throughout the entirety of the film, he's got the DEA thing permanently strapped to the front of his chest, and then the minute he goes to pick him up, it's not there.
Yeah.
So look, the film is showing you that it's this, and it's just, I just had a great time with it. It's a fun movie. It's cinematic. You'd been perfectly fine seeing this in the cinema. What?
Yep.
Yes, I agree with you. I just don't think people would have gone to see it.
Well, I'm not saying.
Yeah,
I
think that's sad. Really, you don't get films like this in the cinema really much anymore, because everything's fighting for your attention, and people don't want to spend money. So banging it on a streaming service but keeping the production value is actually a really solid shout for something like this. But yeah, I wouldn't. If we'd gone to see it at the cinema, I wouldn't have been disappointed.
No, because it looks like a proper film. It doesn't look like it's necessarily been put through the Netflix visual filter.
Yeah.
That's there.
They seem to have pulled away from that a little bit.
I think to an extent, I think I think it's still there within certain things, but I think
once it got noticed and it got called out, they seem to have gone, no, this isn't really working. Trying to create an aesthetic for Netflix movies, it's not really doing us any favours.
Yeah, it means that they're tentpole things that they're putting on, the things that they're going to put on the side of a fucking bus.
Yeah. The generic shit's probably still got the same kind of look, but
that's the thing. So the things that they're going to advertise and do press tours for and have that is going to be quite different. And it's been fun, the press tour of this, having Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have gone out on the press tour, and been talking about it. It's been you can see that they're just going out there and talking as two mates.
Alright, they're just two busy mates.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, there was a good thing of Matt Damon, not Matt Damon, Ben Affleck was on one of Kevin Smith's stories, and he's talking about Kevin Smith's launched because everything Kevin Smith does now has to have a podcast with it. So if he does anything, he has to have a podcast. He's launched a vegan podcast talking about vegan cooking. called like the Vegan Abattoir, and he's talking about it, saying, you know, he's got Ben Affleck round for dinner, and he's going, "Oh, did you enjoy this?" He's saying, "Yeah, it was quite nice." Like, so would you say that, you know, that you're into like the Vegan Abattoir and you think it's great? And he's like, "I think it's great." He's like, "But do you? Are you just saying that?" He's like, "Well, of course I'm just saying that because you're my friend and I'm round your house and you've stuck a camera in my face." No, like me, but I enjoyed the food. And it's just like he seems to have like softened, and it like the person that you're seeing now is the very smart Ben Affleck that you can see the reason why lots of people like working with him and why he was the guy who went on to direct the movies that he directed. He's a very, very smart guy. He's not just a guy that tagged along with Matt Damon and had a career because of him. You know, there is an element of that. He's there. But I had a great time with the Rip, but it is absolutely machine tooled Mark Nip. So yeah, so I was always having a good time with it. So yeah. What did our audience think of it though? Did they? Are they team? They are team Mark. 67% definitely not shit, and 33% touching cloth. I will take that. Like the thing is, right, with the Rip and films like that, if you've gone into it and you've not liked it, I think there's a large element of so why did you watch it?
But I went into it really not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And really enjoyed it.
But what I'm saying is, would you have watched it had it not been for if podcast had not been me going, we're watching this?
No.
Exactly. But I think that sometimes certain films fall in the category of people watch it so that they can say they didn't like it.
They hate watch it, yeah.
They even hate watch it. Snide watch it.
Yeah.
And I don't get that.
No.
I don't. That logic to me doesn't compute. Because I go into every film, even films that I'm not looking forward to, I go into every film going, try and you know, every film starts at a 6 out of 10 for me. And they can quickly go up to fucking 9 or 10 out of 10, or they can start to ease down. Is what I would say there. And the Rip, for me, it was like, well, yeah, it's 6 out of 10, but I really know it's 8 out of 10 because, you know, look at it. Yeah.
I'm going 9 out of 10.
I mean, I think I went 9 out of 10. I had a great time with it. It's really good. I will watch this again quite a lot.
Yep. Massive rewatch potential on it.
Yeah, and I'm glad that this is actually good, and I'm not having to fully like fucking sabotage my way out of it.
No, I mean, look, it in the end of the day, you know, there's other films that I'll put above it when it comes to end of the year.
Yeah.
But in terms of films I'm most likely to rewatch in the future for this year, it might be number 2 or 3. My number 1 is F1. But that might be in my top 10. I need to watch it for the 4th time this week just to check.
Just to check.
Yeah, and I'm going to.
That's fine. Rip. Good time there.
Yeah, definitely not shit.
Yep.
Again, I think I put out the question too late, so we've not had any questions, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We have had some a couple of people that have sent us in their end of year lists.
Oh, okay.
So that's great, but we'll get to those next week.
Anyone talk about our reaction to our AI art commentary last week? I'm guessing no. Funny enough.
No, but he did. Yeah.
What picture
It's like
did you
that
use?
person doesn't listen to the podcast.
What you used to Max?
What picture did you use for this last week's?
Last week's.
So yeah.
Got up the Film Bastards Instagram. You can see it. Created a fun little thing.
Which obviously wasn't AI.
Yeah.
Alright, well, was it stick figures?
No.
Okay.
I had time to draw.
No, it was definitely more effort than that.
Oh, I like that.
I had to draw.
It's not as good as your AI ones. The AI ones are fucking hilarious.
Yes, but they are also planet killers. I fucking know.
Sure.
What are we covering next week, Ian?
Is that supposed to be Sydney Sweeney and...
next...
What?
Is that supposed to be Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they've just had a really good time with it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Avatar versus Chris. They are good. But
Coming up next week, it's our 2025 year in review show at last.
Yes.
Basically, because no other choice is out next week, and we just we need to get that watched.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Depending on how things go, we'll also cover Return to Silent Hill.
woo!
Which, yeah, that's the thing. I really, really want to watch it. So I'm hoping I can get to it. But otherwise, we will review it the show after.
Yeah.
So we are seeing Return to Silent Hill. Absolutely. There's something else out next week as well, which we won't get to. Oh, Mercy, that fucking Chris Pratt AI judge one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be watching that if we had nothing else to watch.
Yeah, I like the fact that every time I open some social media thing, he's shilling like a Bible app. Him and...
Is he really?
Yeah, him and Gwen Stefani shill for it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Love that for them.
You shouldn't go a day without... And it's like, fuck off! You're Marvel rich.
Yeah. Fuck off, Chris. Worst Chris.
Yeah.
How does he need that money?
Yeah. And the Gwen Stefani one, I'm like, I believe you might need the money, but come on, mate. It's a bit late to go for God for you.
Yeah. She needs it to keep getting surgeries.
Yep.
Stupid and unrecognisable face.
Yeah. I never got the Gwen Stefani thing. And no doubt
I
was
don't know
shit.
who Anna Faris is with now, but I hope that whoever he is giving her the best time compared to Chris Pratt. Like, I hope so.
She's married to the...
She deserves that.
She's remarried to the cinematographer Michael Barrett.
Who's that?
He was a cinematographer on films such as Ted 2, Ted, A Million Ways to Die in the West. Yeah, so not some classic films, but I'm sure he's a lovely guy.
He's got a bigger dick than Chris Pratt, and he knows how to use it better than Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine?
I'll say that for fact.
Can you imagine
Chris Pratt,
though,
sue me.
going round to like your father-in-law's house and just getting fucking towered over? Like Catherine Schwarzenegger is like a Republican, whereas Arnold Schwarzenegger's more of a moderate, isn't he? But like, I just feel like Chris Pratt's done a lot of work to get himself in shape, and then you go around to Arnie's house and you just look like a fucking shrimp still. I hope that really emasculates him. I hope he's fucking miserable. I don't think he will be, because he's really rich and he's convinced himself that, you know, God shit makes him happy, but still, I really dislike him.
So we won't be talking about Mercy today. One of us will cover it on what we watched in like 6 weeks.
Yeah, because that fucker is not making money.
Mm.
And it's an Amazon MGM film, so it'll be on Amazon Prime in a bit anyway.
If you can find it.
I'm really excited for
I mean, Hurry Up Tomorrow was like real, like, you should watch me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so end of year show. Oh, I get to do my list.
Oh no, I have to do my list. Really stresses me out.
Yep.
I might just get AI to do it.
Ew. No, you won't. You don't have an app.
No, I don't.
Right, well that was episode 614. It was. I was there.
Yeah.
Yep. So thank you very much, Rebecca.
I'm calling it now.
What?
Next year's film of the year, The Bride.
You're well up for it.
I am well up for it.
You've gone from being like not interested to well up for it.
There's fuck all else out. Maybe June 3. I'm not excited for anything else that I can think of.
I think I'm pretty excited for the Odyssey. June 3.
June 3, yeah.
There's bits out.
Yeah.
Is F1 Part 2 coming out?
I don't think anyone loves F1 quite as much as you do, Ian.
F1, I'm just going to say right now, actually, because it's Oscar nominations on Thursday.
There's rumblings, isn't there? Yeah.
It's getting a Best Picture nomination.
Yeah.
If that happens, the Oscars have lost all integrity.
Why?
I'm only playing with you.
It's a good film.
Bex, I would have said that the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
But you need to watch it 3 times.
Is that right?
I mean, I might watch it again this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the score. I listened to the score in the car.
So fucking weird, man. Oh dear.
Right. But thank you very much, listeners. We shall speak to you next week. Goodbye.
Brum brum.
Bye.
Oh,